A lot of companies now using viral marketing to advertise or market their wares, and Microsoft's come up with a really unique way. We're talking with Jack Kapica from theglobeandmail.com. Thanks for joining us, Jack.
Hi there.
So I want to talk about the hottest woman on the net. Maybe you can explain to our viewers what this means.
You sure you want to just talk about her or date her?
You've been trolling the net as of late? That's how you found her?
Yeah, somebody mentioned I should check out Miss Dewey, and I went out there and I checked her out, and she is, okay, I'll use the word I've used, hot.
What does she do?
Okay, well, she's actually just, how would I put it? She is the visible face of a Microsoft Live search engine. You can go to the Microsoft Live search engine yourself and just simply use it as a search engine. It looks a lot like Google. Not quite as good, I think, but nevertheless, and that's fine. But if you go to MissDewey.com, what happens is she stands in front, or rather between you and the Microsoft Live search engine, and interacts with you, sort of. You type something in, and she says something. She greets you. And there's a lot of personality and a lot of attitude.
I guess if Google did this, they'd be the hottest geek on the net.
Well, I think there are a lot of people would be upset with it. You see, I mean, if Microsoft is not promoting Miss Dewey very much, it's a word of mouth kind of thing. Hey, have you seen this girl? You know, and you look at her and you say, wow, that's terrific. You tell somebody else. Somebody else looks at it and says, yeah, well, so Jack liked her, but I don't. Which is exactly what somebody told me in an email in response to my blog the other day. Said, I pity you, old man. He didn't like my taste in women. Well, that's his problem.
So what does she do, basically? You type in a question and she responds?
She doesn't read your response at all. I think there might be some reading involved, but I'm not entirely sure how much. What happened is that they took this actress, her name is Janina Gavankar, which is really an interesting combination of things. She's half Dutch and half Indian, and I think she got the best of both races in that. But anyhow, they put her in a studio for 3 days, and taped, I think, something like 600 segments of various different things that she does. And these things pop up more or less at random as you're typing into the search engine. But I have to warn you, when you're typing your queries into the search engine, you better keep typing, because she gets very, very impatient if you don't use it often. She'll tap on this invisible glass wall between you and her and go, hey, are you still there? Hello? You know, like she's hailing a taxi in New York City.
I think some guys would like that, though, wouldn't they?
I find it extremely attractive myself, but and I find her just drop-dead gorgeous. But you know, there's only so much you can take of it if you're doing serious work on the internet.
A lot of companies are getting into this viral marketing. How do you think Microsoft's going to do with this one?
Well, I think, you know, with viral marketing, the benefit of it is that you can't just simply trace it back and blame them for it. Because if you have me telling you that that she's hot, that she's a lot of fun to watch, and go to the MissDewey.com website and experience her, you'll just simply sit back and say, well, you know, that was Jack's idea of a good time. You know, that's his tough luck. You know, I don't find that woman interesting at all. I don't find what she does very sexy or funny. So therefore, you blame me. You see, you don't blame Microsoft for it. That's the beauty of viral marketing. Another form of viral marketing was, you remember a couple of years ago, a Japanese camera company had people out in the field, and they kept, these people's jobs was to hand out the camera to other people and say, could you take a picture of me and my wife, please? And the idea being that once you put the camera in their hands, they'd look at it and say, hey, this is a nice camera. Where can I get one? And at this point, you see, it's all a matter of the people who are given the camera making the initial query about what's going on. So, like, it's not like you're being pushed at this by Minolta or Pentax or whatever the company was. I can't remember. Nikon even. It's all person to person. So I don't know how Microsoft's going to do at it, but I mean, they're not going to get killed for it, because nobody can trace this back to Microsoft directly.
Well, I guess it's working because we're talking about it.
Exactly. We've been caught in this hook, line, and sinker.
Dough. Are we going to be seeing a Mr. Kapica at globeandmail.com anytime soon?
God help us, no.
Well, thank you very much, Jack.
Thanks. Nice talking to you.
That was Jack Kapica from theglobeandmail.com talking about the latest in viral marketing.